Now the next tool to use is this one, which is Align 3D. And this tool will automatically relocate an element by aligning it to another element. In fact, almost any type of element can be aligned with this tool, from simple lines to solids. And we're going to use solids, obviously. The key to using the tool is that elements are aligned by selected origin and directional points, which must be aligned on both sides of the alignment. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Now, there are three methods to work with. We can align face to face, or plane to plane, or plane to curve. And I'll show you each of these three over the next two videos. So face to face first. And in this case, we're going to align two faces. And the result I want to finish up with is this, where I have the red object aligned with the green object by this common face in the middle. So this face here will swing around to align with this face here. And in fact, this corner will swing around to align with that corner. So I'd like you to draw these two objects first. And the simple way to do this, of course, is to draw this one as a solid and then scale it down by about 0.7 and make a copy over here and just change the color for ease of identification. Now, follow the prompts carefully. First prompt is select element to move. Well, that will be this one. So we'll select the element and then select the face, since we're doing a face-to-face. So I want this face. Now, as soon as I select the face, you'll see that we have this alignment graphic here, which looks a bit like an ACS, but actually isn't. But it works kind of the same way. We have a white ball, or a black ball if you have a white background. We have a red axis and a blue axis. What I need to do is to move this white ball over to this corner to form the first alignment. So just click and drag and plop it into place on that junction. I'm going to pick up the little square for the red alignment and move that over to that corner there. So now I'm aligned with this face. The blue I can click on and it will change direction. That's all you can do with it. But I want it this way around. Next prompt is select element to move to. Well, that will be this one, so I can select that one. Select the face, that will be this face. And remember, I want to take this corner and move it around to here. So now I must go in and move the same ball to this corner. But while the red axis aligns nicely for me, the blue one hasn't, and my red object is twisted to the side. So if I simply click on the blue, it will move the blue to that direction, which is the same orientation as here, turned around. And now my red object is in the right location. So now I just data point to accept that. Let's do a color. There we go. So it's actually quite straightforward, but the trick is recognizing that the alignments have to be the same on both faces. Now you might want to run that part of the video again just to understand where the alignments come from and how they attach to each of the faces and the directions in which the alignments point, because that's the key. And remember, you can experiment by adjusting both sets of balls and arrows before you accept the final alignment. And it's a dynamic view, so you can see the results as you experiment with the alignments. Let's try another one. And this time I want to locate the same red object on the same green one, but this time I want to locate this corner of the red one at that corner of the green one and be flush with that face. I'm going to select this as the object to move, but I don't want this face or this face. I need the underside face. I will left click to select that face, but now I right click and it pops down to the hidden face. Now again, I have to move the ball. And in this case, I'm moving it from there to that corner because it's this corner which will attach to that corner. I'll leave the red arrow there because that will then line up with this. And the blue, we'll see how that works out. Now we select the object to move to, which of course is this one. This is the face that we want. Data point on that. Move in. Move the ball to that corner. Let's change the blue. Click on the blue. And that automatically rotates the red object to the orientation I need. So I will simply data point. And there we have it. Do a shade. and it's nicely fixed to that face. So please do practice both those examples that I just gave you. And then in the next video, we'll move on to the next methods that we can work in this tool.